Viewers, Namaste. This is not an old story. It's just of 2024. To be precise, just 10 months before. And this news story has shaken the whole country. It was about rather shaking UPSC, one of the most prestigious organization of India, which finally makes people who, who command normal citizens by calling themselves as sevak. But in this whole picture, somebody was painted as fake IAS. And in media, this name came as Pooja Khedkar. Pooja Khedkar is with me. And this is perhaps her first interview, first ever interview after this whole issue in last 10 months. Welcome Pooja to NewsDotz studio.
Thank you so much.
Tell me, am I speaking with Pooja Manorama Khedkar, Pooja Dilip Khedkar, or Pooja Khedkar? Which Pooja Khedkar are you?
I am Pooja Manorama Dilip Khedkar, and whatever variations you said right now, they are all me. Because these are just variations in my name, and whatever so-called allegations have been made on me that I changed my name, let me make it very clear, I have never ever changed my name. My name has been, is and will be, from whatever I think, Pooja Khedkar. I only did one thing.
And what is that?
Which the Honorable CM of Maharashtra has also done. I added my mother's name, which is Manorama. So my full name is Pooja Manorama Dilip Khedkar.
Pooja, I appreciate that, but at the same time, if I go through with the press note given by UPSC, to be specific, on 19th of July 2024, it specifically says that what you have done, you have availed attempts beyond the permissible limit under examination rules by faking your identity by way of changing your name and your father's mother's name in that. So how come your argument justify changing of your name? Because UPSC itself, which is a very prestigious institution, is saying that you actually faked your identity.
17th March 2021. UPSC itself, through an official email, has given me the permission to use my legally changed name. I can give you the copy of that mail. UPSC themselves have the copy of that mail.
But at the time of joining, did UPSC was aware? I mean, did they know that you and the person who has attempted earlier is one and same?
Yes, they knew that, because there are three things which I will tell you in support of this. Firstly, as I told you many times, I had informed UPSC. The UPSC rules say that when a person is applying in the UPSC exam, just to make it clear for everyone, it says that your name in the UPSC form should be as per your matriculation certificate.
Correct.
My matriculation certificate has the name Khedkar Pooja Dilip Rao. But since, as I told you, I added my mother's name, I took a lot of efforts by mailing UPSC, by talking to UPSC, that this is the name which I want to be identified with. So many times I sent emails to UPSC, I visited the UPSC facilitation counter, but I was told that no, you have to use your name as per your matriculation certificate. But finally, these efforts got paid when, as I told you, I got a mail from UPSC, an official mail, which stated that yes, I can use my gazette, my legal name in my gazette notification, which is Pooja Manorama Dilip Khedkar. After this, as you know, I appeared for the interview 3 times, in 2019, 21 and 22.
And you were selected earlier also?
Yes, I was selected earlier also. So every time UPSC had pointed out that there is a variation in my name vis-a-vis.
Was it through an email, through a proper formal,
Yes,
a formal
yes,
channel?
I was sent a formal notice. It was a letter which I got through email and a physical copy. When you go for the interview, they check all your documents and then they issue you a letter in case they find some variation or some discrepancy or anything which they feel is, we need to give an explanation. They give you a letter. This is a common procedure. It is nothing which is specific to me. So both the times whenever I went, all the 3 times when I went for the interview, I was given a letter in which they said that there is a variation in my name in my DAF vis-a-vis my matriculation certificate. After that, all the 3 times, I have submitted an affidavit in which I clearly mentioned, a legal affidavit, clearly mentioned that Pooja Manorama Dilip Khedkar and Khedkar Pooja Dilip Rao are one and the same persons. This is with DOPT.
Hypothetically,
UPSC.
what you're saying, if that is correct, then what is the reason UPSC has filed a criminal case against you at Delhi Police?
I think first of all it was reactionary with whatever was going on. I think either there was some miscommunication among UPSC.
Come on, Pooja.
Or
It's a very famous case. How can it be a miscommunication? If we go in detail, in the FIR, it is not about the change in name. It is about the identity. It is alleged that you, by managing your identity, you appeared more than the chances you actually deserved as a candidate. Is it true?
no, it is not at all true. I have not exceeded my number of legal attempts.
What
which are
total attempts
permissible.
you did appear?
See, I will come to the attempts. I will first clear this. I will tell you about the attempts
Please.
also. So, about the attempts, let's talk. There are 2 types of reservation. Not everybody knows this, so I am telling this. There are 2 types of reservations. This has also been clarified by Supreme Court in the Darya case in 2020, in 2017, in 2022. There are various cases of the Honorable Supreme Court in which the Supreme Court has defined horizontal and vertical reservations. So, horizontal reservation is caste based or social reservation. So, it has general, SC, ST, OBC. And vertical reservation. This is vertical reservation, and horizontal reservation includes other classes, which includes ex-servicemen, persons with benchmark disability. This is horizontal reservation.
So you're talking about persons with benchmark disabilities, which has 4% of reservation UPSC.
Yes, yes,
And you got your seat under that.
yes, I did.
But Pooja, if we talk about that, it is also alleged that you did not appear for medical tests when you were invited, you were called upon by UPSC, and you said there is corona. I mean, whole India was traveling in the second phase of corona, but I think Pooja Khedkar had some issue. You did not travel, you said no, and then you got some certificate from Ahmednagar Hospital and Pune YCMOU. Is it true?
No, it's not true. First of all, let me tell you, as I told you, I appeared for the UPSC interview 3 times and I underwent medical 6 times. So, this is this COVID thing which you are talking, this is about my 2021 attempt. In 2022, I have appeared in Safdarjung, in AIMS. I have completed all my medical tests. I was certified.
You were there? You went there?
Yes, I was there. I was there for more than a month. I have been examined by more than 12 to 15 doctors, including adding both the hospitals in Safdarjung and in AIMS. And I have been certified. I have the certificate given by both the hospitals, where I have been certified as a person with benchmark disability having 47% disability. So it is not like that. It is a misinformation which has come along. I don't know from which sources they have received this, but it is not correct. Nor has UPSC any time alleged that I have submitted any fake PH certificate or I am not a person with benchmark disability.
But there was an inquiry about this. I remember
No.
by Pune Collectorate, they did inquire with YCMOU, and YCMOU doctors, they have checked that the certificate which was issued was right and there was no
First of
issue
all,
with
the
that.
certificate, see, let me clarify, there's a benchmark disability and there's disability. When a disability is above 40%, it is called a benchmark disability. So, YCM certificate which you are talking about, that I had gone there for, when I had gone there for evaluation, it was just evaluation of the disability. It was not a certificate which I submitted in UPSC in the first place. So, and more than that, as I told you, I have been examined by UPSC's own board. Also, UPSC notification and CSE 2022 rules itself, it has a clause which says that the candidate might be in possession of a certificate issued by, say, a district hospital or district authority, but this will not be the basis of identifying a person as a person with benchmark disability. A candidate has to go through the mandated process of examination
By medical
before-
board.
by medical board appointed by the appointing authority.
Pooja Khedkar, if you're so right as
am.
you're claiming,
I am, yes.
why you're outside IAS? Why you're not an IAS at present?
See, as I told you, my legal fight is still on. And I believe that 100% whatever has happened is wrong, and I will be reinstated as an IAS officer. There can be misunderstandings, there can be delays. As we say, justice can be delayed, but it cannot be denied.
So
And
since
I
you're-
will not be denied that.
Noted. Since you're talking about legal fights, since you're talking about justice, let me also tell you what exactly Delhi High Court said
Yes.
during your case. They said it's a classic example of fraud committed not only against authority but also the nation at large. Her intentions, means Pooja Khedkar's intentions, seem to be dupe the authorities. Forget UPSC for a moment, Pooja.
Yes.
By any chance, you ever self-introspected yourself in all this months, last 10 months, and you found that, not on this front, but there were some fronts where perhaps there was a gap? कुछ तो शायद कभी गलत हुआ हो फॉर्म भरने में, in terms of certificate?
No.
Never
There
ever?
is as I told you, there was misinformation which was available. There was a lot of media pressure, and there is a reason why we have a graded judiciary system. There's a reason why Supreme Court is called the upholder of the Constitution and the protector of the
And
Constitution.
same Supreme Court has given you, rather extended your bail on number of occasions?
Yes.
That's not the case in routine cases.
See, I think questioning the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court.
I'm not
we are
questioning.
not-
I'm just
No, no,
observing.
Yeah. So when we are commenting, I wouldn't say questioning, but if we are commenting on that, I think we should not, because as I said that whatever judgment the Supreme Court will give, even if it is not in my favor.
It was interim.
Yes,
Judgment is
yes.
yet to come.
So I think we should respect Honorable Supreme Court's judgment. Even if tomorrow it will not go in my favor, I will respect it.
And you're ready
So,
for that?
Yes, I am, but I know it will not happen.
You're very sure?
Yes, I'm 100%.
Viewers, you can record this moment. This perhaps first time Pooja Khedkar is coming on camera and saying,
Yes.
this
I'm
will not
100%
happen.
sure. No, it will not happen.
Pooja, since you discuss about legal aspects, since you discuss about justice, for your benefit, let me highlight what Delhi High Court said in your case, when the case was in High Court. High Court said, your case is a classic example of fraud committed not only against an authority, but also the nation at large. यानी पूजा खेड़कर ने जो ये फ्रॉड किया है, ये केवल यूपीएससी के अगेंस्ट में नहीं है, ये पूरे भारत देश के अगेंस्ट में है. हर इंटेंशन सीम टू बी टू ड्यूप द अथॉरिटीज. आपके जो इंटेंशंस है, ये अथॉरिटीज को गुमराह करने जैसे हैं. Are you innocent?
Of course, I am innocent. In that same judgment, the Honorable High Court has also said that these observations are no way based on the merits of the case. In the same judgment, if you read in the end, in the conclusion, the High Court has said this, that these observations are not based on the merits of the case, and it should not be taken into consideration while the court is going on in the trial court, while the case is going on in the trial court.
Noted, Pooja, but you would appreciate that when court makes any observation, it has a weightage, it has a big meaning. Anyway, let's go beyond this. It is also alleged that you are actually a rich girl, rather I would say a super rich lady, and you claim the benefit of OBC non-creamy layer, which means if your sampatti is less or your income is less than 8 lakh rupees a year, when I say you, your parents, including your parents, then you can actually take the benefit of OBC while applying for UPSC exam. I myself have reported during when your case started somewhere in June, July, I have reported in front of your house. I mean, I was also part of the media people who were there, who were reporting from your place. Your bungalow itself must be of crores. And how come Pooja Khedkar is not making even 8 lakh rupees, or rather with family, 8 lakh rupees a year?
So there are 2 points over here. Let me clarify. First of all, most of the people do not
Is
know.
Pooja Khedkar super rich?
No, that's what I'm clarifying. There's no yes or no answer to this.
Okay.
First of all, the OBC rules, which stipulate for non-creamy layer, as you're saying, it is clearly mentioned in the OBC rules that the candidate's status, income and property is not counted for evaluation of the OBC non-creamy layer status. This is the first thing.
So what count?
So that's what I'm telling. I'm coming to that. The parents' income, which excludes, let me be clear, which excludes the salary and the agriculture income. So it includes only the income from other sources.
Like
Suppose you have a flat, you've put it on rent, then your dividends which are coming from shares. So any other income apart from salary and agriculture only is considered while calculating OBC non-creamy layer. The candidate's income, status, as you know, I'm a doctor. So these things are not considered while calculating the OBC non-creamy layer status.
Pooja, if that's the case,
Yes.
Let's be honest. If that's the case, is it really possible that somebody can drive Audi?
See, as I told you about the Audi, if you also have to ask, it does not belong to me. It was my relatives and I had taken it for using for my office purpose. So if you, since everybody has access to everything, you can take out the information from the RTO and you can see who it belongs to.
Noted. Pooja, I remember.
Yeah, and sorry,
Please. Please,
I
please.
need to continue. Secondly, about this was about the OBC this thing. Secondly, you're saying about me using or misusing rather the OBC quota.
It is an allegation. I'm not saying this. It's an allegation.
In general,
It's my
people
job
are saying,
to
yes.
say what people say, what court is saying.
So let me tell you one thing. My selection is not from OBC quota. Even if I was not a candidate belonging to OBC, I still would have been selected as an IAS because my selection is from persons with benchmark disability, which is a horizontal reservation, and it does not matter whether I'm OBC, general, SC, ST. There's a common merit list, like in general terms, let me tell you, there's a common merit list, and I was the first in my category. In the category of persons with benchmark disability, I was first, and that is why I have been allotted IAS. So there is no question of me misusing because I have not used it.
That's a very, very important update, Pooja, because I remember, especially in media, there was a big hue and cry about OBC quota misuse
Yes.
at that time. I'm glad you have clarified that in your case, it's absolutely not related to OBC.
No,
Let
not.
UPSC confirm it, but at least we have understood your claim. But Pooja, if you're so innocent, if you're so upright, if you're so perfect, if you're so honest, if you're so righteous, why UPSC, why Indian government, why DOPT, nobody is listening to Pooja Khedkar? Why so?
I think the judiciary is listening because my fight is not against the public, it's not against the media. It is legal. It is a legal fight. And I am entering through the right channels, and I think that is the right way to do it, and that is the right thing to do. That whatever my claims are, legal claims are, it will get clarified through the judicial system, and I have complete faith in Dr. Ambedkar's, Honorable Dr. Ambedkar's constitution, which is the drafting father and a Bharat Ratna awardee. And I have complete belief in our constitution, and I am 100% sure that the law will stand by my side and justice will stand by my side.
So law would prevail, and shall I also presume something which you have not said, but it must be there in your mind, you would get this IS tag once again?
200%.
And when is that?
As I told you, as soon as it will be clarified in the judiciary, I will receive it back, and I hope it is quickly in the near future.
So Pooja, do you also, over so many months, last let's say 9-10 months, was there a time when you thought it's just not about your OBC certificate or PO, person with benchmark disabilities quota. Was there a larger conspiracy you ever thought? Because in such cases, there are different people who guide in different way, including lawyers. So, any time you thought that perhaps there's a larger conspiracy?
Yes, definitely, because I am, I'm comparing myself to Kasab. Even
Kasab, you're comparing yourself with Kasab?
Yes, yes,
How come?
Yes.
There's no comparison.
There is. Because
And how is that?
Everybody knew that he was a terrorist, what he did,
He was
did
very
in plain
much.
sight. And still, he was given the liberty, I must say, to put his side. He was given a liberty to go through the justice system before he was tagged and claimed as a terrorist, and he was punished as such. However, I was not even given that opportunity.
How can you say that your case is in Supreme Court currently?
Yes, but in front of the common public, in front of the media, I'm a fake. I've been tagged as a fake IAS officer. And
if you go through UPSC press note, which was released in July 24.
Yes. What is the date on that? Can you tell me, please?
I think 9th of July, to the best of my knowledge.
19th.
Or 19th of July, I believe.
Yes.
But it talks about identity changing.
Yeah.
So it's as good as
17th of July. 17th of July night, 18th of July early morning, I received a show cause notice from UPSC that this is the thing which we have come across. And the UPSC itself gave me a period of 7 days to reply to these discrepancies. And what is the date you told me?
19th.
On 19th of July, in 1 day, an FIR was filed against me. Do you not think it is a basic natural justice which is given even to a terrorist in India was not given to me?
Pooja, FIR is not a judgment. FIR is not a court's judgment. FIR is a formal process about something which they thought is fishy.
Then why give me a show cause notice?
Show cause notice is perhaps an internal procedure.
So, no, it is like even the civil service rules say that if any of the any of the IAS officers that it is found that there is some discrepancy in something, they are given the complete process. As I said, there is a procedure which is to be followed. If you think, you ask me my justification, if my justification is not to to UPSCs or to the authorities, if they do not agree with that, then there is a due process. India follows the due process of law in anything. So there is a preliminary inquiry.
Technically, yes.
Technically, see,
but was it because it was a provisional candidature?
No, my candidature was not provisional.
But UPSC has said this.
Yeah, they have mentioned it wrongly, I must say, because my provisional candidature was converted into a final candidature, and only after that I have been allocated IAS.
Pooja,
yes.
At this moment when we are doing this interview, you're not in system at this juncture.
Yes.
UPSC is not a single person, it's a set of people who work for an organization called UPSC, and majority of them must be IAS.
Yes.
You are saying UPSC is wrong?
Yes, unfortunately they are. Because first of all, as I told you, I have a mail from that same organization. One person has not sent me a mail. They have officially allowed me to use my name as per the gazette. The same institution is saying that, I have changed in name. I have legally submitted affidavits to the same institution, like you said.
And I believe biometric also?
My biometric has been done. They have my fingerprints, they have my photographs, they have my Aadhaar card, they have my passport, they have my 10th standard marks, they have all the documents.
But you have submitted this during all the attempts?
All the attempts.
Same passport, same Aadhaar card?
Obviously, a person will have only one Aadhaar card. It's the same Aadhaar card, it's the same passport.
No, since in this particular case, your name has appeared in different way.
No,
I wanted to reconfirm it.
See, as I told you, it was a very emotional decision to add my mother's name, first of all. Because I wanted my mother's name to figure, because she has been, there for me in every point of, and she is one of my inspirations to get into the civil services. So, it was a, emotional issue for me to add my mother's name. And that also, as I told you, I used that name only after I got permission from UPSC. So that same organization.
On the basis of same set of documents which you submitted earlier.
Yes, same set of
Pooja, did
documents.
you appear 12 times in UPSC?
See, that's what I'm telling you, that I appeared. Let me tell you the whole story. So, I became a person with benchmark disability. Now, let me talk about my disability also. I have not spoken in depth about my disability because it has been a sensitive
And a very
issue for
personal
me.
thing.
Yeah, but still, we as a society, we think only if a person can't walk, only if a person we can physically see that this person is not physically abled, only then we consider that
Because
he's
after your
disabled.
case on social media, a lot of people have posted or uploaded videos, photographs of various officers who are perhaps playing cricket or maybe tennis, but they have got the admission in system basis.
Yeah, that
benchmark disability.
is because we as a society think that unless a disability is visible, it is not present. But that is not so. You can check international research, you can check Indian research. 90% of the disabilities are not visible. Same is the thing in my case. I have amblyopia and high myopia. I have a spectacle number which is more than -12. So I have low vision, and this is many times not visible. And whichever media usually see, to be honest, I have always tried to not show my disability, because people become very judgmental. They show pity. Empathy is fine, but people show pity. People have preconceived notion कि अच्छा इसका ऐसा है, I mean she's like that, okay, so let's people discriminate. Because of this, I tried most of the times to not openly show or not openly speak about my disability.
By any chance, during all these time, during 10 months, you or your family have gone through this trauma?
A lot of it.
Any specific case, what has happened? I mean,
like as I told you before, I tried to not portray my disability, because people will identify you with your disability. That girl who cannot see.
no,
I didn't
this is
want that.
candidature I'm asking. During this, after this incident,
Yeah.
by any chance, people, they tagged your family with, let's say, fake IAS case or
Yes,
something?
a lot.
Has this
And
happened?
Yes, a lot. And I went through so much trauma, let me tell you, because we have seen so many, criminals, as I would say. Do you know any of their families? Do you know who Kasab's parents were? Do you know how many siblings he has? Do you know what his parents do? Take any other case, the Bengal rape case, the West Bengal rape case which was going. Do you know the main accused family?
So you're saying society was highly brutal with you?
Very, very. And fake cases were put against my mother, my father. Half reality was shown. They were painted like villains. We were painted like villains. More than me, if there was a problem with me, the system should have been against
Pooja,
me.
tell me, why would authorities lodge a fake case against your parents? I mean, is Maharashtra government or government of India, do they have any kind of vendetta against you? Why would they do this?
First of all, it wasn't supposed to be happening at that point of time. Tell me something which happened 2 years back, where my mother herself filed an FIR against the people who were coercing. Why was that brought up when things were going on?
The
with
video
me?
got viral at your time.
But why? At that time? Have you thought about that timing?
You were in news that time, so perhaps.
So that's what I'm saying. It was, if you think about it, it was like a conspiracy which was made against me
Was
and
it a
my
conspiracy?
family. Yes, I think so. Because at one point of time where you yourself are targeted, your family is targeted, even small things. Like, let me tell you one very simple example. Outside my house, we had planted trees. And to protect those trees, so that, we had put in mud, we had put in soil over there, and we had constructed, we have put small bricks over there so that the trees stay in place. This was told to be illegal, and they came to, demolish that. And we were told that your house walls are going to be demolished.
House?
Yes. I was told that your house is being demolished, and
because it is
illegal. Because it is illegal, and
but is your house illegal?
no, that's what I'm telling you.
So you need not to worry.
No, I'm not worrying. You were asked me the incidents which happened.
So, but people
I'm
said
telling
this.
you, yes,
People said government
this.
will come and bulldoze your house.
Yes. And even that thing which we did for the trees, even that was struck off. You tell me, these actions against one person targeted in the same place where I was posted, that how can it be a coincidence? It cannot. After from the time my father contested in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, things went down south. So maybe people were unhappy with that. Everybody knows people were unhappy with his his contesting in the elections, and I think that and other vendetta that has been taken out of me.
No, Pooja, there must be many other people whose parents or maybe somebody from the family would contest election, must have contested.
How many examples do you know?
I know some of the people, yes. I know a gentleman who is currently working as a senior civil servant within, I would say, Western Maharashtra, and his parents are from a political family.
Yes, but this happened see, the elections were in May 2024.
Why did not you lodge a FIR in this case, or why did not you go to government and you discuss about this, you opened about this?
I have filed a case in CAT. If you are not aware, I have filed a case in
about a
Central
conspiracy.
Administration. No, see, about a conspiracy, as we say, conspiracy is something which cannot be proved. I am fighting my legal battle, that whatever has happened with me is wrong. So I have filed a case for that in CAT, in Central Administrative Tribunal, against UPSC.
Against UPSC?
Yes. And that whatever has happened is wrong, is not according to procedure, and I should be reinstated back into IAS.
Okay. On a lighter side,
Yes.
I remember there were media reports that Pooja is not traceable.
Sorry?
Pooja Khedkar is not traceable.
Traceable, yes. Okay.
So where was Pooja Khedkar?
Pooja Khedkar was in India. Pooja Khedkar
India
was
is
in
to-
Pune. Pooja Khedkar
Was
in
in Pune?
Delhi. Yes.
Okay.
Pooja Khedkar was in Delhi when I was filing the High Court applications. I was in Delhi.
But you are not reachable
Reachable by whom?
by journalists, by police authorities.
No, it was not like that. It was not that I was not reachable. And yes, let me tell you, a lot of people said that I fled to Dubai. I fled out of the country. Let me tell you.
So how was Dubai?
Let me tell you that I have to, imagine and tell you that how Dubai was, because I was in India. I will be in India. And
But Pooja, what is wrong? Let's say on a tourist purpose, if you go to Dubai, what is wrong in that?
it's not wrong, but I didn't go. It's not about wrong. I did not go. And
These were all
there
stories,
was-
you
These
said.
were all stories, and even when, let me tell you this, even when the External Affairs Ministry said that on her passport it is not showing that she has gone out of the country, media said that okay, she did not go out of the country according to the reports by External Ministry, but maybe she went with some other passport or some other name. So see, there is no end to speculations. If you are going to, make up stories, there's no end.
Pooja, tell me, how did you deal with all this? I mean, when I say all this, see, the case is in court, right? We all would respect what court is saying. Let's not get into conclusion at this moment. But at the same time, I as a journalist would respect what UPSC has said, because that's a very formal thing. I have the document. But you as a person, how did you deal the situation? There is society, there are people, there is UPSC, there is Delhi police who is calling you for statement, and everybody is saying fake IAS.
Yes.
It's a document. You as a person, how you dealt all this?
See, I know one thing which lies at the base of all this. Whatever people might say, I know I have not done anything wrong. And that is something which has got me till here, and that is something which will take me forward. And secondly, I believe that justice can be delayed, but it cannot be denied. And that is why I know whatever I have done is not wrong, and I have not done anything. And truth is on my side, and you will see that in future. I'm very sure about
And
it.
how soon we all can see that?
That depends on the judiciary, but next time when you will see that, you will be interviewing me as an IAS officer.
Okay, noted. Look forward. Meanwhile, a question on a different front. By any chance, you've heard about name Vijay Kumhar?
Not really.
Okay. In all this while, most of us from media have interviewed Vijay Kumhar, who is an RTI activist, and he have had important information with reference to your case after your, I would say, Washim transfer to be specific.
Okay.
And he has also given a lot of inputs about your case to media. How did he get all these inputs?
I think that is something which you should ask him.
But
Because-
you've never have had any idea.
No. Because see, for me or for anybody, the main basis is, suppose if UPSC is saying something, I will respond to that. Whatever will legally come to my way, I will respond to that. Responding to every person who will come up and say something against me, it's first of all, it's not possible, and secondly, I don't think it is necessary also, because whatever the truth is, as we say, truth alone triumphs. In the end, the truth will come out. I don't need to answer to everybody. When the truth will come out, everybody will know about it.
Were there occasions when you felt depressed, you felt weak, you felt whole world is against you?
I wouldn't say I felt depressed, but I definitely, felt that, targeted, I must say, and especially when things started going on to my parents. That was one time when I felt really upset and really horrible that something when you look forward to making your parents proud, and when they have to face some specific targeting just because some people are against you or because there is misinformation, that is something very, very unfortunate.
There is another angle also, Pooja. See, your
Yes.
father was also, he was a civil servant. He's
Yeah.
currently, he has taken VRS, I believe, from government. And
He is retired.
He's
yes.
retired, right?
Yes.
Your mom has fields. There was a video in which she is, I won't say flaunting, but there's a pistol in her hand. I'm not saying she's brandishing it against somebody, but there is a video where it's seen that she has a pistol in her hand and there are some people in front of her. So perhaps these were the trigger points because of which people or media must have also, taken interest in the case.
But let me tell you something, that was half information. First of all, she was in her own field. People, which they said, the so-called farmers, where she went and she threatened them, it was not like that. She was on her own field. Those people came there to threaten her. If you see the full video, I can give you the full video.
That's okay, Pooja. I don't think government has taken any action on her.
No,
So
it's
you
not
need not
about-
to be very protective or
No,
maybe.
I'm not being protective. I'm just explaining that people came with sticks towards her, and she was in her own field, and it was wrongly shown. Secondly, the High Court of Bombay High Court has squashed the judgment against her, which cancelled her gun license, and they have returned her weapon and her license back to her. So,
Noted.
Yes.
A previous question once again, and maybe next couple of minutes we'll conclude the interview.
Yes.
You had been to Delhi. You were in Pune, you said. But nobody from media found you traveling to Delhi. Let's say you are going by flight, you are going by some public transport kind of thing. Still, where was Pooja Khedkar?
That's what I'm telling you. I think
I remember somebody was
media-
following you, somebody from media was following you and you're coming from Washim to Pune.
Yes, yes.
Next morning you expected to be in Pune, and I believe on the way your vehicle took some turn and you did not directly come to Pune.
No, it was not like that. Maybe yes, there was media following me, but let me tell you one thing. I think media did not put 100% efforts in searching for me.
And Pooja did.
Because yeah, and see, I from the beginning also I never volunteered to come to any media channel, or I never asked any media channel by myself to come and interview me
That's
or
true.
ask me anything. So there was no question of me
So
hiding
where was
from
Pooja?
it.
So when you started from Washim,
Yes.
You came to Pune. You said
Yes,
there was
I
not
was-
100% by media. So
Yes.
why media could not I would say follow you properly?
I don't know.
But you came to
think
Pune.
should-
You
yes,
came to Pune.
Yes, 100%.
Because I was told that your vehicle took some turn and went.
No. I was in Pune. After that, when I had to file, because the FIR was in Delhi, I came to Delhi and I had to file my.
You flight from Pune. You went by flight.
No, actually, that's what I'm telling you. That I have been by flight. It is not like that. I have been from Pune to Delhi by flight. You can take out the information and see.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just asking
No,
because
yes,
you said
yes.
media did not
Yes,
do
I did.
100%. I thought
Yes.
let me do 120% now.
Yes. I did fly.
I think you have some special affiliation for media. मीडिया से आपका कुछ ज़्यादा ही लगाव है.
अच्छी बात है ना फिर.
तो
Why
आप,
is it wrong?
लेकिन आप नाराज हो जाते हो मीडिया से.
Yeah, see, मुझे I in fact as a civil servant, as a citizen of India, as a normal citizen, I really respect media because media is considered the fourth pillar of democracy. But when there is yellow journalism or when there is irresponsible journalism, in that point of time, I'm not saying everybody, but even if few elements do not completely research while reporting, that becomes very harmful. And fake news travels so fast, and a negative publicity against somebody is so harmful for that person. Whether it is right or wrong, that question will come later, but whatever defamation which has happened,
Travels fast.
it travels very fast, especially negative news. It travels very fast, and once it goes at that level, there is no coming back. Today, even if I show you all documents, everything, whatever people have pictured like fake IAS which happened at that time, when it was not possible as a civil servant for me to speak about everything, the civil service rules did not permit me to do that. So my silence,
And you maintained that. I remember
Yes.
when you were at Washim and you were traveling from Washim to Pune, you did maintain this thing. You never discuss about system while speaking to media.
Yeah, because as a civil servant, I was bound by civil service rules. I respected those rules, but my silence was considered as my guilt. So it was like I was attacked from both sides. I could not protect. I could not.
You
defend
never discuss
myself.
about your cabin wala thing. You
Yes,
never
yes.
discuss about I need a car. I need a peon. I think that was the requirement.
No.
You
It
never
was
discuss
not
all
like
this.
that. No.
Was it a requirement, by the way, when you joined or before you're joining? Was it a requirement like peon, cabin?
First of all, I never asked for a peon. Secondly,
Cabin?
I asked for a place to sit. When you go to a new office or when you want to join, you will ask as a duty. When I'm joining as an assistant,
Was there a
collector-
metaphor of cabin?
See, cabin means a place to sit. What do you call it in English?
Place.
Yeah, so that's what I had asked them. If there is a place to sit for me, and where I can do my duties if I'm joining as assistant collector, and it is a common practice. It is like all my
By others
batchmates-
also, your
Yes,
batchmates?
Yes, all my batchmates have been given a place to sit, a cabin to sit, and it was never a demand. It was just a general question. For example, when I came in here, I asked you where should I sit. That does not mean I'm demanding your cabin. So it was
You're not joining as assistant collector here. So
whatever
there,
it is. Yeah, when I am joining, obviously it is my first question. I'm coming tomorrow. Where should I sit? Where should I perform whatever I
you
have?
were not adamant about cabin, peon, and some lavish kind of, a typical IAS. I'm
See,
I'm
To be
something.
honest, when you are already
I'm something who's very big. I need this. Was there this kind of mentality?
Okay. See, to be honest, let me tell you one thing. When you become an IAS officer, even if you go and sit on the floor, you are still going to remain an IAS officer.
Correct.
So I don't think so that the cabin would have made any difference to my so-called status as an IAS officer. So there is no question of that. It was not that people were going to respect me as an IAS officer only when I had a cabin. It was not
So
like
this
that.
was never been a triggering point. then?
Never. And it was never even a afterthought for me that, I will sit in a cabin. Come on, I was an IAS officer, and for general people, that in itself is a prestigious thing. Why do I need
It
to
is
show
a
it off?
prestigious.
I don't need to show it off. Nobody needs to show it off, because that respect comes with that position. It does not come with if I have a cabin or not.
Position
if I'm
and what you do
standing.
for the people, for the country, for the society.
Exactly. And I have never ever been laxed in my work. Show me one fault in my work and I will, not even the government, the media, nobody could question my work, because I have done my work.
You did
with
give 100%.
100% integrity. 100% integrity.
Pooja, last question.
Yes.
You were very clear that justice will prevail and shortly you would get the position once again. Great. What if court order or judgment goes other side? What are your plans?
It will not go other side.
Hypothetically.
No, I don't think I should think hypothetically, because as I told you, I'm 100% sure. Once you're 100% sure, there's no question
You're
of
sure, but
hypothetically.
decision is not in your hand. It's in court. I mean, court will decide. So in that case, what would you do?
But the court will decide on basis of fact. And if the truth is on my side, there is no question of any hypothetical situation when I will not get into service.
You're very clear.
Yes.
Wish you all the best.
Thank
And
you
thank
so
you so much for speaking candidly with NewsDotz. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Nice meeting.